Hello, I'm Ian. I'm a guide on Hadrian's Wall. I do guided hikes for Northumberland National Park, for the National Trust, and also for Airbnb. We talk about the landscape, the geology, the history, and the natural history too. I'm a pretty lucky guy. My house is within a few hundred meters of the wall, so I can use this for my local walks. But I'm guessing in these difficult times, not everybody can get out to where they want to be. So I thought it might be helpful and you might enjoy a virtual walk along the wall. So this is it. I hope you enjoy it. From the famous wall that marks the frontier of the Roman Empire to the stone farmhouses and fields of sheep, the human influence on this landscape is plain to see. But this awe-inspiring landscape was created long before mankind arrived. The crags and valleys that epitomise Hadrian's Wall country are natural. They follow the shape of the underlying rocks. These sandstones, limestones and coals were once sediments, animals and plants in a subtropical environment. But that was over 300 million years ago, when Britain lay a few degrees north of the equator. In the millions of years since, these rocks have been bent and broken by earthquakes, injected with billions of tons of molten lava. And it's that molten lava that solidified to form the Windsill and its crags. Less than 20,000 years ago, Northumberland, and indeed the whole of northern Britain, was buried beneath a kilometre of ice. And it was the ice sheets which sculpted the rocks into the undulating landscape. You'll remember those ups and downs when you walk the wall for Rio. In AD 122, the Roman Emperor Hadrian and his engineers recognised the natural virtues of this part of the country. Not only is it one of the narrowest points of Britain, but it has the advantage of a rocky cliff, the Windsill, and sandstone and limestone to build the frontier defences. Three Roman legions, each of 5,000 men, built the wall. They took around 6 years. It's 73 miles long, 80 Roman miles. There's a mile castle every Roman mile and a turret every third of a mile. One more up and down after Mile Castle 39, or otherwise known as Castle Nick, and we get to Sycamore Gap. It's become quite famous as a result of the Kevin Costner movie, but the tree is beautiful in itself. One of many great viewpoints, a chance to look back west where we've come from and to gaze east across Craglough and to see the wall climbing on over Hopbank Crags and eastwards to the North Sea. A little detour north of the wall to take this picture. You can see where the guy who wrote the Game of Thrones got his inspiration, can't you? Time to turn south and leave the wall for now. Gives us a chance to look at some things that are a bit older than Hadrian's monument. This is Milking Gap, an Iron Age farmstead, and it's left the archaeologists in a bit of a quandary. The Roman artefacts here make them puzzled as to whether the Romans actually tolerated Iron Age people within the military zone. A short distance south of the Milking Gap settlement, we cross the Vallum, 2 earth ramparts and a ditch. Archaeologists are not really sure what the purpose of the Vallum is. Maybe it was to demarcate the southern limit of the military zone. short walk along the military road. It's not a Roman road. It was built in the 18th century to allow the English army to mobilise and ensure there were no further Scots invasions. Turning south to walk across the fields, the sandstone escarpment of Barkham Fell with its Roman quarries dominates the landscape. And nestled beneath it is the pre-Hadrianic fort of Vindolanda, world famous for its writing tablets recording every aspect of life on the frontier. On the last leg now, we'll head west along the Staingate, the old road and frontier before Hadrian built his wall. There's a Roman milestone and there's wild garlic flourishing beside the stream. We'll pass, or perhaps we'll pop in to the Twice Brewed pub and the Sill National Landscape Discovery Centre, and then we'll head back up the hill, back to Steel Rig. Maybe you'll understand why I was out of breath at the beginning. But it's a lot easier to do a quick virtual hike, so let's do that. In different ways, you've all made this video and the guiding possible, so thank you.